Good morning, Warriors.
Morning.
It's 11:30, 16 September 2025, and I call this meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain seated for a prayer.
Or stand.
On cover. Heavenly Father, we beseech Thee to bless this assembly, to pray for our guidance in our deliberations, that we may exemplify the principles and purposes of our tasks. There's much to be done, so we pray for your blessings. Be present in our council and make this our sacred mission to honor, recognize, and preserve the memory of those who paid the ultimate sacrifice to guarantee us life, liberty, freedom, and justice for all. A moment of silence for the good that we have done, and forgive us for what we have failed to do. For those who gave all, Heavenly Father, please bless us. For those flood victims, for the 9/11 victims, and for our fallen heroes. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Recover.
You may be seated. So we have roll call, Marshal?
Yes, sir. American Legion Pulse 59. Mr. Agano, not present. Black Widows.
Present.
Catholic War Veterans.
Present.
Disabled American Veterans. Mr. Hernandez is not here. Maybe he'll show up. He has something he wanted to announce, or hopefully he shows up. Korean War Veterans. LULAC 777.
Present.
Marine Corps League.
Present, sir.
South Texas, Afghanistan, and Iraqi veterans. Texas Military Department of Soldiers and Family Readiness.
Present.
VA Laredo Outpatient Clinic.
Present.
Veterans and Foreign Wars.
Present.
Webb County Service Office.
Present.
Sir, you do have a quorum.
Thank you, Marshal. The chair will entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes as presented.
Second.
A motion and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, nay. Motion passes. Any public comments, Marshal?
You, Mr. Randy, you were gonna announce.
Good morning, Randy Vinoa, Veteran Peer Service Coordinator, for the record.
Good morning.
I'm here just to remind you all that there's going to be an event being held on September 27th. It's called the Trail of Hope 5K, Remembering 17 and Supporting the Many. And this is part of the Suicide Prevention Month initiative that we're hosting this in partnership with the City of Laredo. You can see this. You can scan the QR code, it'll take you to the registration. So basically this is a suicide prevention initiative, and we're going to be remembering the 17 veterans that die by suicide every day, and bringing the community together through a mental health and wellness fair as well. There's going to be food trucks, vendors, music, fitness organizations, and mental health resources that are going to be available to the community. If people want to participate in the 5K trail run, you can do so by registering using that QR code. Also, if they have access to Facebook page, then you could go to the Awareness Warriors Facebook page, and the link is there as well. So the funds that we're asking for a $17 donation the funds that are going to be raised are going to be used for suicide initiatives here. Um, Also, there's a option there that you can click on when you register, and there's a VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars, our local post here is helping. So if you click on that, $7 from those 17 will go to the VFW, and in turn, they will identify families, at-risk families here in our community and provide assistance and whatever they deem is appropriate to use the funds for. So it's September 27th, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Any questions?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Is there an easier way to register, Randy? Like for some people, the QR code and phone might be difficult, including
Right.
myself.
So I'm going to host a in-person registration day this Friday, and I'll also post it on the Facebook, and I could send it to the group. The location and time is still tentative, but I already spoke to a representative, and it's planning to be at Bodify North. So I'm just waiting for the time
Okay, on Friday.
on Friday. And to register, excuse me? Yes. So to register, you're running as a team. There's teams of 8, right, that are going to be created. You could register as a single warrior and be placed in a group of 7, right, creating the group of 8. Or you could register as a battle buddy, having your support system with you, and that just guarantees you that you're going to be with your support system in the same team. So if you sign up as a battle buddy, that will just put you with 6 other participants, creating the team of 8. However, if you register in person, that guarantees you you have a higher chance of being with your team. So, for example, if I get the 5 individuals from here and we go sign up, the chances of us 5 being in the same team is 99.9%. So having that support, and this is just encourage people to come out and register in person, because like you said, there's a lot of people that don't have access to media and find it difficult to register for a walk as well. We do have a 1K walk. The 1K walk is free of obstacles, and it's open to everyone, because I know that some individuals might find it hard for the 5K trail run, since the 5K trail run will have obstacles, not out of this world, but it will have obstacles, and the terrain might not be suitable for everyone. So we also have the 1K walk. We will give out 200 medals to the first 200 registered participants. Right now we're at 150-ish some. So if you want to get some unique, nice medals representing the 17 veterans that died by suicide, you'll see the silhouettes. There's 17 of them. Register now. And we're also going to give the first 100 participants for the walk. We're going to give them medals as well. And the top 3 teams, gold, silver, and bronze, will take the bigger medals. And they're actually really nice. I don't have them here with me, but they're really nice. The city of Laredo did sponsor the medals, and they did a really good job getting the medals.
I was referring to the walk. So that's also Friday, the registration, not the run, the walk.
The walk, you could register for the walk or the run on Friday in person, yes. And if you have any, if you have other individuals that might not be able to attend, then you could just get with me, and then I'll get their information, and I could call them and see what we could do, so I could go sign them up. So that's no problem.
Any other questions or comments?
One more.
Yes, sir.
Randy, can you explain the sandbag? That's
Yes. So part of the run for the 5K, each team has to carry a 17-pound sandbag throughout the whole course, throughout the 5K. So in addition to the obstacles, there's going to be 17 obstacles to include 4 activity stations and the 17-pound sandbag carry. So the 17-pound sandbag just represents and symbolizes the weight of the issue and remembering the 17 that die by suicide every day. So what I'm trying to accomplish and hope to convey and have the participants learn or hone the skill of being able to identify those nonverbal cues when someone needs help. So if we're in a team of 8 and I'm carrying the 17-pound sandbag, and for example, you see that I'm struggling, you're seeing the nonverbal cues, you're gonna wanna say, or I would hope you would say, let me carry that off your shoulders, let me take that burden off your shoulders and let me carry it for a distance. And that just helps hone the skill of being able to identify the nonverbal cues, because in real life, when you see someone and you greet them, give the greeting of the day, and you see that something is off, that might prompt you to probe further and, you know, have a deeper conversation, and maybe they can open up and you could be that lifeline for that one person and make a difference.
Absolutely. Any other questions or comments? Thank you, Randy.
Yes.
Before we move on, I'd like the record to reflect that Council Member Alisa Cigarroa is present.
Also,
DAV walked in.
Huh?
DAV walked in.
DAV
yes,
is also present. Okay,
Mr. Albert Hernandez.
very good. Anybody else? Next item on the agenda is communications and announcements. Anybody?
Sir, we were gonna go to the.
Yes, but I wanted to go through the first,
Yes, sir.
first 6 items. And also, we have a request standing that the VA Affairs outpatient clinic also be first.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna do that one, and then I'll go to
Second.
the other one.
Yes, sir.
Next item on the agenda, we have a Veterans Affairs outpatient clinic representative to announce a food drive, a legal clinic, Veterans Day event, flu shots, community care, and BTS advisor.
Good morning, Crystal Cavido for the record, representing the VA clinic. A couple items that I wanted to talk about was we do have our next food drive scheduled already. That's for November 13th. We have our Veterans Day event also November 7th. That's a Friday, and that's going to be from 12 to 2. We do have flyers here for everybody to take, and we'll send out also some of the information through the chat. We do have new patient orientation every third Tuesday of the month. So if you are a new patient or you've never gone to the orientation, please get with our clerks in the front to be able to schedule you for that. And what it entails, it kind of tells you about all the services that we have in the clinic. They do a walkthrough in the clinic so you see where everything is at as we're growing. Obviously, we have more services there, and we give you point of contacts for information that you need. So if you haven't been to a new patient orientation, get with me or get with one of the clerks, and they can schedule you for the next one. It's every third Tuesday of the month. We also have the new TVC employee, which replaced Mr. Reggie Lewis. She is on site. She still doesn't have full access to help out with the claims, but she is helping with the help of other coworkers. So if you have any questions or how to get any claims processed, please go and see her. She's there. We also have Mr. Sergio Hernandez that kind of helps out as a patient advocate. And we do have, just a reminder, that community care vouchers, right? If you have a community care appointment, please make sure that you call and you find out if your voucher is still valid. If it's not, then you need to let us know, because the last thing we want is for you guys to go to your community care appointment and then your voucher has been expired. If you need a copy of your voucher, we could give it to you at the clinic. If not, you could always call and say, my voucher is expired, I need a new one. So they should be calling you to remind you of your appointment. When they do that, ask them if the voucher is still good to go. Okay? And I think that's all that I had. Oh, the flu shots, last thing. Flu shots, we still don't have them. We should be getting them at the end of this week and starting on the 22nd to do flu shots. I will confirm through the text so we can put it out. But we have it receiving on Friday to start flu shots on to Monday, and you could just do a walk-in to get your flu shots. We will have nursing in the lobby that will be giving flu shots if you want the flu shot. Any questions?
Yes, on the vouchers, I read somewhere that, the VA was gonna move to extend the life of the voucher to a year.
It depends on the voucher, and it depends on the specialty. So not all of them,
So it's
because,
not a blanket,
right,
for
it's
all
not a
vouchers.
blanket for all of them, no. It will depend on the specialty you go to,
Okay.
yes.
The other question, Crystal, is, on the legal clinic. When is that gonna happen?
So the legal clinic is on the 23rd of this month. We do have flyers also there. We have it up to October, and then we'll contact them to get the new dates for the following year. So the next legal clinic is September 23rd.
Very good, thank you. Any other questions or comments?
What, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
What's BTS?
So it was
Advisor.
supposed to say TVC, but it said BTS. So that's a correction on my
Gotcha.
part. All right.
Thank you. We have a request to move item number 7 up. It's an action item. Like to hear a motion to that effect?
Second that motion.
We have a motion?
Second.
Who made the motion?
I'll make the motion to move the item number 7 up.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against nay. Motion passes. Item number 7 is an action item, is by South Texas, Afghanistan, and Iraqi veterans representative requesting Wreaths Across America to commit to purchasing at a minimum of 10% of the number of wreaths from local florists and vendors to support Laredo local economy.
For the record,
Lopez?
yes, sir. For the record, Gabriel Lopez. It's that time of the year which Christmas is coming up, and we want to make sure that we honor all of our veterans. This item that I proposed, an item that was brought out last month, but was an action item, and it's not really going to affect the nonprofit, Wreaths Across America, which is a very profitable nonprofit to be a nonprofit. So all we're asking is, you're gonna raise money, funds from the community, let's help the local economy. Buy a percentage of the wreaths from local vendors. I'm not a florist, I'm not a vendor, so I don't have any skin in the game, but just wanna make sure that everybody understands that this is a nonprofit that is in the millions of dollars. Their chief executive officer makes over $200,000 a year. They pay wages in the tune of $2.5 million. And it wouldn't hurt to buy 10% of the REITs. That's all we're asking. That is an action item. If you want me to, I don't know what else I can say on that, it's just pretty self-explanatory. You raise it from local community.
Is there a certain number of vendors that you already talked about that do
No.
wreaths?
I talked to vendors, but they say they've never been approached. But no, they can choose whoever vendor, as long as it's local.
Florists.
Florists, yeah.
Do we know for sure that they can pick any vendor?
If you need to speak, you need to come to the mic and identify yourself, please. This is an action item.
No? So no, they can pick whatever vendor. I know in fact that there are some other movements in other states that are going towards this. It's like a family business. They buy their REITs from their relatives.
Got a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Do you know if they have to be, do you know if the vendors that you're asking, the local vendors, do they have to be vetted or pre-approved or on a certain list? Maybe that's.
I don't know
the
what their
reason.
process is because they buy all of the REITs from one single source. They truck them in from Northeast.
So, anything else, Mr. Garza?
All of the REITs.
No, I was
all
just
of the REITs are-
wondering if they have to be vetted, like when you're gonna buy, if you're gonna be a vendor to the county, the city, the state, the federal government, you have to be vetted.
Well, if you, I'm assuming.
I'm just
not
asking, I have
understanding your
no
question,
idea.
But I'm assuming that you're asking if is there a specific bid for the floors to
Yeah,
sell to them?
yeah.
I don't know what the process is.
Well,
I know that they buy, this is how they operate.
obviously, buying local is always a priority that we want to do.
That's all
There's
we're
no doubt
asking.
about it, but I also have a couple of questions, Mr. Lopez.
Yes, sir.
Just for the record, because we are gonna have to vote on this item, is how long has Reach Across America been doing this here in Webb County?
I believe, or in Webb County, I don't know.
This is the fourth.
Mr. Lopez?
I can speak for myself when I get up there, if you wanna know those answers.
You can come to the podium, please.
Do I
For the
have
record?
time to speak, or?
For the record,
Oh, for the record, I am Lynette Mead. I am the volunteer local chapter of Reeves Across America. Now, I have to explain what Reeves Across America is, obviously. It is a nonprofit that was opened over 30 years ago. It was opened by Merle and Karen Worcester. They had a surplus of Christmas wreaths. They had an extra 5,000. They wanted to take them to Arlington to honor the veterans. A trucking company in Maine volunteered his time and his gas to go lay the wreaths in Arlington. It took off. After so many years, so many people, Gold Star families, everybody, they wanted a wreath on their relative's grave, whether it was their grandfather, their father, their mother, their sister. So they had to become a nonprofit. And yes, they are probably one of the only wreath makers in the United States, and they are from Maine. So since they began a nonprofit, their mission was to remember the fallen, honor those who serve, and to teach our youth the value of freedom. My role in this is, we all know my husband's a truck driver. We went to Arlington and I was overwhelmed by, we were there on Reeves Across America Day. We actually drove the truck into Arlington at 5 o'clock in the morning. When you see the mist over the graves, it's overwhelming. So, you know, I was really pleasantly overwhelmed by the feeling that I had once 100,000 people came in and laid a wreath on a veteran's grave. So when I heard, I was on the truck. I never really hung out in Laredo. I didn't know anything about Laredo. When David Lee Espinosa unfortunately passed, we happened to be here. And Bob was so moved that he said to me, why don't you open a chapter of Reeves Across America down here? And I'm like, but I don't know anybody. I don't know anything. You know, I mean, I've only been there twice. I mean, I met the owners, but okay. So in order to do that, I had to actually sign a contract with the Reeves, and I have to follow their protocol. Their protocol is, I have a big old list of it. And I also have in here every person who has purchased a wreath in Laredo, whether it was a business or whatever, because they wanted it for their father, mother, sister, brother, uncle. The truck drivers, there's 800 truck drivers that drive throughout the United States to bring the wreaths to the local cemeteries. There's 5,000 cemeteries throughout the United States and overseas that participate in this. Congress deemed the second Saturday in December to be the National Reeves Across America Day. I'm only a volunteer. I felt moved to do it and bring this beautiful ceremony here. That's it, that's all. I make no money. I mean, actually, I spend a lot of money doing this. So, I don't know. What else can I say? I think it's a beautiful.
So how long has Reach Across America been doing this here?
30 years.
Here in Webb
Oh,
County?
no. This is my 4th year.
Were anybody else doing anything like this for the veterans' graves
No.
before you?
No. And if he has an idea, then let him do it. He can take the ball, run with it. But he cannot represent Reeves Across America this way. I mean, it's a national organization. And yes, it is a nonprofit, profit, whatever. That's not my deal. My deal is to remember,
I
honor,
just
and
want the
teach.
record to reflect all the facts.
So,
Before we vote.
for the record, Gabriel Lopez, I don't think, Ms. Mead, I don't think we're questioning the dignity and the work that you're doing. That's not what we're questioning here. We like Reach Across America. We love to see our veterans decorated. Yeah, that's fine. That is a noble idea. It's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
But we also want to support local veterans.
Well, I buy a lot of local stuff for my events. I mean, but I don't know how I can combine the two if I'm gonna represent Reeves across America.
I guess if
Now, if
somebody.
you wanna come up with something and lay
Okay,
something out there,
okay.
you go ahead.
Somebody's making $202,000 a
Hey, bro.
year.
Cable.
Well, that's
Oh,
them, not me.
That's fine.
It
We,
has
we,
nothing to do
we
with me.
understand what you're saying. Questions?
Mr.
I had a
Albert,
question for both of you.
well, wait,
Yeah,
hold on.
back
Albert,
there.
Back there.
Good morning. For the record, my name is Albert Hernandez, at this point
Morning.
representing DAF. And I just have one question, which is really to the board, in this case, the committee, is this committee, does it even have the authority to mandate what is being proposed at this time?
We don't.
If there is not, then
We don't.
that should
We
be the end of the
recommend- We
matter.
recommend to the city council, to the mayor and the city council.
I think at this point, in my opinion, it's not really anything that
It-
they
it-
can, it's
it-
just a recommendation with, I don't even think there's any actionable things to do here, just like, hey,
Absolutely, and
thank
that's
you
my
for
point.
bringing it forward, and that would be awesome if they can do it, and if they can.
And I do think
I don't
that if
think we
there
can
is,
force,
and if there is a concern, that should be taken up directly with
yeah.
the
'cause
Reeds
to the
organization.
Reeds, yeah, the national.
Right, but in
I don't-
order of this particular committee, I think we know what the
Yeah,
answer
and
is.
the committee, I don't think we have the power, we can just do the recommendation, hey, they should, it would be great if they help our local vendors, but at the end of the day, maybe they have a certain process and they have to be vetted and all this
Absolutely,
and that.
and that's a
they have to
discussion that should
meet.
be held
Correct,
between
but-
whatever entity and the National
Also,
Reeds Organization.
any item that's
Absolutely.
would be before us, we need to act on. And that's why we're having this conversation right now, so, and that's why I'm asking for the record all this information so that we can make an informed decision. But you're right, we don't have the authority, all we do is recommend to the city, to the mayor and the city council.
Absolutely.
They
That's all that I
decide
have to
what,
share. Thank you.
Chairman,
you.
for the record, Gabriel Lopez, let me tell you why we're here. Because the previous meeting that we had, it was a recommendation that I proposed.
Yes.
That this committee make a recommendation to Reach Across America to include local vendors.
And
And it was said on that record, the minutes are on the minutes, the notes, that it needed to be an action item. That's why we're here. The original motion was to send a letter requesting, recommending to use local vendors. That was the original item.
exactly, and that's why I'm bringing up all the facts so that this committee will be well informed to make that decision and make that vote here in a couple of minutes, hopefully. Mr. Garza, you had another question?
No, I mean, just really from understanding, it's just really, we just take a vote if we wanna, if the committee itself
Right.
wants to make the recommendation, to send a letter to Reef Across America.
Well, I have the board members' names here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm trying to understand what it is we're trying to accomplish, and I think I understood it. Did I get that right, Mr. Lopez? That it's a recommendation to see if this committee would even want to send a letter to Reefs Across
Well,
America.
we recommend the city council.
Recommending, that was the original,
Okay,
that was the original item that was placed to recommend. And then we were therefore told to put an action item.
Question?
Yeah, so that's not the way the item is written, it's to commit, is what the item reads. But we understand that the last meeting you did make that recommendation. So with all that said, any other questions or comments?
Question?
Yeah, I just want everybody to come out on National Reeds Across America Day this year,
What's the
December
date?
13th at the cemetery.
by the way, it's been awesome the last, couple of
Thanks.
years, 3 years, this will be year 4, if I
Yeah,
remember.
well, I have to find another chapter person to do it.
Oh, yeah, you can offline.
Anybody else?
Yes.
Would that be the city or?
It's in the city. Like now, Reeves can go to the Catholic as well, but the ceremony's in the city.
What is the cost of the wreath?
They're $17, but it's all online or,
Sure.
businesses write a check, it all gets, I don't get it.
I'm asking this question, Lynette, just because we do have to make a vote, and I'd
Sure.
like the membership to be able to, the committee, to be well informed to make this decision.
Okay.
Anybody else? Question, sir. Yes, sir.
Ms. Mead, have you seen them around town? Are they fake, are they real, are they even in our city? Have you seen them?
No, I mean, fresh reeves, and Keanu found out when they were looking for the wall, to try to find a fresh reeve is quite impossible, and it's only a certain time of year. If you want to, if even consider something along those lines, like I said, it just couldn't be Reeves Across America. Well, the radio would have to do their own thing, call it their own thing, buy it from a vendor, do their own thing. And I'm sure if you go to Michael's and try to buy a reef, they're at least $40.
So how many reefs do you put out on a yearly basis?
Well, my first year was 3,200. My second year was 4,000 and some. Last year it dipped down a little bit. It was close to 3, and this year I'm only sitting at 852 right now. Still waiting for businesses to.
Is that because between year 1 and year 2, and the curiosity, just is it because more people registered in?
Well, I can tell you that Merrill Worcester purchased 1,000 reeves for us because he was so touched by what we were doing.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm asking is, obviously it has to, we didn't have a decrease in
People and stuff. No.
that were already buried, no, so
No.
it's, so I get, maybe we should ask for, and the thing should really read for it to be promoted more, to encourage more of our local community to purchase
Well, yeah, and
more.
it's hard for.
At
I mean, it's
least
just
try
me.
to reach 4,000.
Well, one of the reasons possibly is because in the last 4 years, or how long this committee been?
About
Six years?
No, about 4 probably.
4 or 5 years?
Yes.
Since this committee and just a little bit before, there's a lot of change that's been done at the city cemetery and the veterans section in
Right,
particular.
and I can tell you that our affiliate, a lot of that
And
was because the reefs
that
was
was
coming.
because of Mr. Segovia, First Sergeant, I forget his name. He's in McAllen right now with
Cantu.
Cantu, and a lot of veterans, and John Arfila when he was assigned
Yeah.
to be in charge of the city cemetery, quote, the VA section. And a lot of changes have been done, and I think that has been part of the reason why the number has been going up, because there's been a tremendous amount of good work. You see the pavilion that was built, I mean, just so many things. So that might be part of it, I don't know for sure, but I certainly would say that that's part of it. But anyway, any other questions or comments?
Question,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lopez,
Yes, sir.
you mentioned that there were $2 million or 2 million wreaths
No.
sold? What did you mention, 2 million
Wages. Wages.
Wages.
wages?
Wages paid to all the chapters, I guess, I don't know.
No, to
No,
the employees.
It's not. There's only one person that gets paid at the reefs. Everybody else is a volunteer. That is a fact. That's truck drivers, that's whoever, except for the people that are making the reefs. That's a totally different entity. You can go through the taxes, it's all online.
Well,
Everybody can look
I mean,
at it.
all profits needs money to operate, and.
Yeah.
I
Well, and
know-
these people were just, they're patriotic, that's it.
And,
They kind of were forced into doing it because everybody wanted a reef for their people. It started in Arlington. There's 250,000 veterans that lie there and 100,000 volunteers come and lay that reef.
We
have
all
18
understand that nonprofits need money to operate. Without them, without money, they
yeah,
cannot
well,
operate.
just understand,
There-
I'm not a
there's some-
nonprofit,
There's some
I'm just a.
nonprofits that really, only about 60% of what they collect goes to the benefit of the veterans. And some of those, we know some of those nonprofits already. We, the Warriors, know that, and that's not the case here. But it's not here about who gets paid or not. It's
Yeah.
here about whether we
It
recommend that 10% of the reefs are bought locally. That's
To-
the item that we're discussing.
To make
right
the recommendation, to
Right.
recommend for us
So-
to write a letter to send to the Reefs Across America to see if they can purchase the reefs locally, right? I mean, I got it, right? That's it? So
Okay.
Well,
So
then
is
how's
there
it gonna
any
be
other
a real
questions?
reef?
I have no,
I mean, they come from Maine, they're real. They're tipped off the tip land.
so we still have to vote on it, but I think that's what it is.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Sir,
but,
yes.
Mr. Rivas had his hand up. You
Yes,
have-
sir.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the money issue was not on the agenda.
Right,
Yeah,
We
so
wanted-
that-
Right, that's not what we're here for.
Yes.
So, anyway, any other questions or comments?
Oh,
Ms. Figueroa?
thank you. No, I was just gonna ask if, I mean, we can work with, I mean, we've been working with Wreaths Across America, and we certainly don't want to not see the event take place every year, especially since we don't have an alternative organization to carry this forward at this point in time.
Exactly.
And I mean, I do think we can connect with yourself and maybe the organization to see if there's any opportunity for something like this to take place, but I certainly wouldn't want to see something that's beneficial to our community. And
Absolutely,
to the
that's
veterans.
why all the questions and all the, information so that we all can vote accordingly. Any other questions or comments? We'll entertain a motion to the effect that, what you just said.
Yeah.
Recommendation to recommendation.
No, I need
Yeah,
the
to-
motion maker to do it.
Well, I'm not making the motion, I'm just gonna
Okay,
say
so
that
we need a
please-
motion to recommend, this committee recommend to the city council and the mayor
Question.
that they send a letter to Reach Across America headquarters to recommend that they purchase 10% of the wreaths from local vendors.
No, I think it's for us to
May I-
make the list, yes.
Well, maybe we can have a conversation first to even see if that's something that's,
Well, I think.
Well,
that's-
we have to still vote on it, so.
I think we
Do
just
we
had that.
have, so we have to make a motion
Yes,
whether.
because it's an item,
Yeah.
an action item, we need to take a motion, and we need to vote on it up or down.
Okay, so.
I mean, that's why we have here, that's why we have so many items that are not action items, and we don't have to vote.
Yeah,
And
so let's-
this committee has been going through, kind of leaning that way, and we haven't had an action item in a while. But when you have an action item on a meeting like this, on the agenda, we have to act on it, one way or the other.
Yes, sir. So-
So we just need to work Mr. Lopez, would you like to make the motion and the way you want it?
Yes, I'll make a motion. I would like to make a motion.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
come up, sir, and you need to identify
Yes.
yourself, please.
For the record.
Jesus Rivas, VFW, for the record. I'd like to make a motion to table this item for later discussion.
There's a motion on the floor?
Second.
Have a second?
Table.
All those in favor of tabling this motion?
Aye.
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 All those against? Motion passes, the item is tabled. You do understand what happens when we table an item, correct?
It has to be brought up again if they
By-
wanna.
By
bring
the
it
prevailing
back.
side.
Oh,
By
I'm sorry.
the prevailing side. Somebody that voted against cannot bring it up,
Oh, okay.
which is, just want to make sure that there was a,
Okay. So,
Moving right along.
all right? So that's it. We'll move on with our agenda.
Item number 2.
By a veteran of foreign wars representative to announce the VFW Post 9144 or 9194 is honored to be the WBCA 2026 Anheuser-Busch Parade Marshals. Community Service Report, the posts have done and sponsor for this month. Memorial Run that will take place in May.
February.
Huh?
and May, yeah.
Doy falta.
Yeah, that's what it says here in May.
Yes.
VFW is still seeking, I'm a little blind, but I can still read a little bit. VFW, I don't bring my glasses or my light, so I'm struggling here. VFW is still seeking assistance in finding a permanent home, and that the VFW post is Assistant Martin High School, ROTC or JROTC, with a bowling tournament taking place on October the 5th, 2016. And I personally appreciate you doing this because we, I know Mr. Segovia and I approached the board sometime back about the facilities there for the training of the JROTC at Martin High, and we were turned down pretty bad. Hopefully things will, and I'm talking specifically about repelling tower, so they can go compete with other schools and as we all know, that
Webb County, City of Laredo, and Webb County has produced many thousands of great warriors from this community. But they need to be helped in being able to go and compete, and so they can become the future warriors that we need in this country. So thank you for doing that.
Amen.
Mr. Rivas.
For the record, Jesus Rivas, representing the Veterans of Foreign Wars. Before I start here, I'd like to just recap the veterans. Actually, first off, I'd like to acknowledge all the work that you've been doing with the Reefs Across America. We at the Veterans of Foreign Wars are very big sponsors and supporters of your efforts, ma'am, and we will continue to do so. Please don't take our conversations here too harshly. Okay. We'd like to recap the last month as far as Veterans of Foreign Wars activities in the community. We had participants with David Lee Espinosa walk at LBJ on the 23rd of August. We had a lot of veterans show up there. It's a good walk. We also participated with Harley Davidson on that same day with the Margarita and Taco Drive that they had free Ritas and free tacos for everybody at August 23rd. Last month we also participated in the Bella Strong 5K. We had a lot of veterans go out to that event and run that event. We are actually sponsors with Bella Strong. We were we were also participants in the 9th annual Ride of Hope on September 6th. We were gold sponsors for the Ride of Hope as well with the Harley Davidson. That's a recap of last month. Right? I know we at the Veterans of Foreign Wars are very active in the community. We openly invite any veterans out in the community to join, to participate, to help out in any way you can. Right? We show build camaraderie and community events to help out the community that we live in and continue to give back. We never stop serving. Some of the items coming forward. Yes, the big announcement right now is the WBCA parade did announce the Veterans of Foreign Wars will be the parade marshals for this coming WBCA parade. The parade date is, I don't have the parade date. Oh, there it is, I do.
February?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't have it written down. Thank you. The theme for the parade is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Right? The only ones that are going to be able to ride on the VFW parade float are going to be VFW members. We do invite the community to come out and do participate in the parade. Some of the other items that we have as well coming up, we are supporting the trail run, right, for the Randy's hosting on the 27th. We are helping we are helping advertise. We do appreciate the proceeds that come towards the VFW and his donation. We will have members running in the community, running in that event as well. Right? We're always trying to participate and give back. The military ball for Martin High School, right? The instructors there at Martin High School, right? They're VFW members with us, and we are helping support this bowling tournament. The proceeds for this tournament are going to go towards their military ball there at Martin High School. Going to go towards their organizational day, help sponsor team shirts for them, some other incentives, and ultimately their end of year celebration that they do at Martin High School. So bowling tournament is set for October 5th at Playmore. Every lane is $200. Includes 3 games and shoes. Actually, should put that up. Let's do it.
First time. No. Let go.
There we go. All right. Thank you, thank you. That was, terrible. All right, what else? I feel like I'm missing something.
Home,
Home,
seeking a house.
Yes, yes, always. All right, the VFW is always seeking, we're still in works, we're still trying to, asking the city of Laredo to help us find a permanent home. LNF Distributors is gracious enough to lend us their conference area in the back of LNF Distributors for our monthly meeting, but we're looking for a permanent home, and we keep asking this committee on top of the city for a path forward, right? Because we're kind of treading water, as it seems, and we're not really moving anywhere towards anything. So any kind of advice or anything that you guys might have, Ms. Figueroa, maybe you might have more contacts that can help us out, would be greatly appreciated. What else? And the last item is we do have our own run that we are organizing for May 23rd at North Central Park. More details will follow in subsequent meetings after this. We hope to invite the community and everybody here to come out and participate.
Sure. Have a question for him?
Any questions?
Any questions or comments?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
For your May 23rd, is it also going to be a walk like the one Randy's doing, or is strictly?
It's as of right now, it's written as a run. I think there will be a walk, a memorial walk that we can talk about, but we'll put more details out on that later. After the New Year's, we can talk more about it. I know in talks for creation of this event, we did mention a walk, right?
Well, it could be both, right?
Yes, it would be both run and walk, but we haven't locked down those details. For sure, it's going to be a run.
The last time we spoke, Mr. Rivas, remind this committee, you mentioned more or less the square footage you're looking for. Can you remind us what you have in mind?
Well, right. We are looking for all-in-one stop is ultimately what we're trying to get to, right. where we can have other organizations join us at this building as well to bring in veterans. So all the resources veterans have that they have to travel here or go there, they can come down to one location. Exact square footage is up in the air. I mean, at this point, we'd be happy to negotiate for anything, I suppose, but within reason, of course.
And we've been talking about a one-stop shop for.
Yeah, and yes, this committee has been looking for that one-stop shop as well. How it happens, I don't think it matters how it happens, just that it does happen, and I think this is an avenue that we can approach to try to make that happen.
Well, Mr. Rivas, I can tell you, for experience, that we have been trying to get veteran service organizations to combine and meet to be able to resolve problems and improve the quality of life of our veterans for many, many years. This committee, I think, has been able to accomplish that in the last 4 years or so. There's been other attempts, and it's never lasted this long. So there is some light at the end of the tunnel, I believe, because I know that I was involved when I was a county commissioner in trying to do something like this, 25 years or so ago. But now it's beginning to see that it might happen, and hopefully, with the help of all of us here, we can make that happen. Not only for your post, but for the good of all the warriors that we have here.
Yes.
Because we do need a one-stop shop.
I mean, ultimately, it's not about us. It's about the people that we can help. Yes.
Any other questions or comments? Thank you, Mr. Rivas.
Thank you for your time.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Rivas?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Have you shared all of the events with our PIO office so that we are, and I know we're supposed to have a calendar. Is that active?
Not all of them, I still need them.
We're talking about Veterans Day and Memorial Day, when there's multiple events going on the same day. And it's sometimes it is impossible for our warriors to be able to attend all of them.
I know the scouts. Last year we had the flag retirement. The scouts had mentioned they're going to do another one. We haven't gotten in talks with them specifically about details on that one. That should be coming as well. I know Mr. Segovia did one for Flag Day. Are you doing another one, sir?
What's that?
A flag retirement?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we plan to do another one.
So more events to add to the calendar.
Any other questions or comments? Again, thank you, sir.
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Next item on the agenda by Marine Corps League representative to discuss safety since school has started.
Guadalupe Alvarez, Marine Corps League. Safety, child safety is always number one. Remember the laws, recognize and obey the laws. The school zones have a time limit. The bus regulations, there's the law. We use common sense, do not be impatient, do not honk the horn, obey the speed limit, do not go around the bus if the lights are blinking. Be the grown-up in the crowd. And the kids, they're not the grown-ups. They will cross the road wherever they want to, sometimes in front of the bus, sometimes behind the bus. Look out for the kids and protect our future. Thank you. Any questions?
Questions or comments? Thank you, Mr. Alvarez. Next item on the agenda by Disabled American Veterans Representative to announce the upcoming Veterans Day events at Laredo College. Mr. Hernandez.
All right, good morning. For the record, Albert Hernandez, and to correct the agenda entry, it is not by DAV, it's Veterans Day that's being hosted by Laredo College. So at this point, I'm here representing Laredo College, and just really to bring to your attention the date for our Veterans Day observance, which will be on November 11th, Tuesday, November 11th, on actual Veterans Day. And we're looking right now tentatively, we're still making some adjustments and getting everything laid out over the next few weeks. We are looking at hosting it at the private David Barclay Cantu Chapel, the Memorial Chapel there on campus at 10 a.m. Similar to the observance that we had last year. And we're still laying out all of the details, getting everything out, but I just kind of want to bring to your attention to save that date. And during next month's meeting, I'll go ahead and I'll share the flyer so we can go ahead and get that information out to our community, to our warriors, and anybody who would like to attend. In reference to the guest, it's still being finalized, but we are looking at having somebody, one of the veterans from our own Laredo College community, whether it's an existing student or a recent or former graduate from the college that has ties to Laredo College, and obviously being able to share a positive message during Veterans Day. So again, just wanted to bring to your attention the date that's forthcoming, November 11th. It'll be on a Tuesday at the chapel on campus, and we're looking at 10 a.m. There any questions?
Yes.
Question?
Yes, sir.
What time is it gonna be?
We're looking at hosting it at 10 a.m., 10 to 11, and then following a small reception, mostly finger foods and hors d'oeuvres and some drinks, non-alcoholic drinks.
Don't worry, wait on.
Just want to make sure, you know.
You're gonna have to walk.
For the record, Jesus Segovia, in my conflict with the American Legion Veterans Day Parade, we always have it on November 11th. We march or go on trucks or floats from St. Peter's Plaza to the San Agustin Plaza. We usually invite some bandas, ¿verdad? From the schools, and our motorcycles, our group of motorcyclists, and we always do that on Veterans Day. We've been doing it for years through the American Legion, and that's an event that has been going on since Chuy Cantu held it 30 years ago, and it's a tradition that we do it every Veterans Day. We take off from St. Peter's Church, and all the way down to San Agustin Plaza. So I don't know, maybe we can get together. It's going to be a little conflict there.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And I know, thank you, Mr. Segovia, for bringing that up. I know it's been an issue for the last couple of years. Thankfully, 2 years ago, at least from our perspective, the weather didn't cooperate, so the event didn't end up being a conflict in that particular day. But I will bring this up to my leadership on campus and see if there's some alternative timeframes that we might be able to consider within that. Again, we need to take into consideration the logistical factors around campus and just trying to be out there for the community, and hopefully we can come into a particular resolution with that. And again, I'll share more information during next month's committee meeting as well.
Thank you, Mr. Hernandez.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Comment?
Yes, sir.
November 11th, the 11th day of the 11th month at 11 o'clock.
10 to 11.
So the ceremony is from 10 to 11. Ceremony's going to be
At this
celebrated
point,
at 11 o'clock.
tentatively, it's at 10 a.m. But again, we're still early enough that we might be able to, consider different timeframes.
If needed.
Because the American Legion has always celebrated on the 11th at 11 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions or comments? As always, during the duration of this meeting and we're discussing different items, things come to our minds that we want to discuss. So I always make time for anybody that has anything to offer to improve the quality of life for our warriors. Now is the time to do it. Anybody?
Chairman, Gabriel Lopez for the record. I don't have an item, but I just want to ask all of the committee here to please keep in, or have in your prayers, the family of Alberto Reina, class of 1990, passed away this morning. Alberto J. Reina, class of 90 Nixon, he passed away this morning, so I ask you please keep his family on your prayers. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Lopez. Anybody else?
Navy veteran.
Nobody? It is.
When did you go, Ms. Gavito?
Go ahead.
And for the record, again, my name is Crystal Cavito, representing the VA. I think we talk about our events often, every year, right? I think maybe we could do a motion to bring the events and kind of get everybody on the same page before we kind of get a date and a time on our own and kind of just present it and have a conversation. Because I know I deal with the same and I work with Mr. Segovia and just say, okay, we're trying to do this event. What days, do you guys already have a date that is proposed? So we could make a decision here and then talk to our leadership so we could give the opportunity to all veterans to go to all the events and it's not all done at the same time. I had my event already set up and I completely didn't think about, okay, well, they go, because mine is on Friday and I know a lot of veterans go to their schools and so I spoke to Mr. Segovia and we were able to move that day, but maybe for next year, kind of present the events that we have as we plan it in advance, right? We plan it 2-3 months in advance. We could all talk about it and we could kind of make a decision on what days and what, so veterans are able to go to all those events.
Great
That's
idea. Why don't we do this, Marshall? Say the August meeting, put an item on the agenda to discuss any events.
October meeting. October.
No, to have it in August, to all the organizations to bring up what they have planned so that we can combine it and have 3 months advance notice to make any changes, if possible.
Clarifying that.
You know, so, if we can have an item,
For the
you know,
next,
standing item every year in August to bring all the organizations that have events in any Veterans Day festivities so that we can combine and coordinate them.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, we could also have a subcommittee of representatives from each organization to meet and then present here.
Well, I think that we did something like that and it never really materialized. But we can do that so they can bring it to the October meeting
And I
or
think
the
that
August
the
meeting
city,
rather.
we would need chief to facilitate that meeting.
I mean, we can make it September, but I think that'd be too short a time for people to make changes.
actually, maybe August is too close to November.
Well,
Maybe
we can do it in
How
whatever
many-
month you all like.
For those like Albert Miscavido that do events, how many months ahead of time?
6 months in advance, we start preparing for our events.
That's when you set your date and your time,
Okay.
about 6 months ahead. And you?
3 to 4 months.
3 to 4.
So, for example, maybe about December time, January might be a good time to start considering the events for Memorial Day. That might be a good segue into next year, planning something forward.
Okay, and the big days are gonna be Memorial Day and Veterans Day, or is there another one we should
Those are
consider?
the two major.
Two major ones,
The
yeah.
other one might be 4th of July, but it's not really that
Yeah.
big.
For the Warriors, it's Memorial and November 11th.
Yeah.
Which is where we have the majority of the events.
So
Because we
I-
also have the schools that also get involved with having, like in Memorial Day, especially.
So I believe what is being suggested, Marshall, is that you make an action item for October for us to vote if, to do something in that effect for the following year, maybe meet in January, I think was the suggestion, 2026. Action item. Action item, yeah.
Does that work for everybody?
That worked.
Okay, you got that motion?
Yes, sir.
All right, and that's why we have this, because while we have the course of discussion, things like this come up, and we need to address them. Any other questions, or anybody else that would like to say anything to improve the quality of life of our warriors? With that in mind, it is the 16th of September, 2025, and it is 12:30 in the dot.
Motion to
Entertain
adjourn.
motion to adjourn. We have a second?
Second.
Second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Not even gonna ask for the nays.